This is video 16, and here we're solving systems of equations by substitution. In our last video, we solved graphically. Here's just another option of solving when maybe graphing isn't the most logical option for you. Okay, so here we've got our kind of step-by-step how to solve these, and we're going to go work through those when we work through. We've got 4 examples today. Okay, so first we want to solve just one equation for one variable. Well, here we've actually got both of these solved by one variable, okay? So we can go ahead and we can substitute. Now remember, substitute is kind of to replace, okay? So what we're going to do is I want to replace this y with what y equals. Well, it said up here it says y equals 2x. Okay, so we're going to substitute that 2x in for the y, okay? So we've got 2x equals x plus 5, okay? And next it says solve for one variable. Well, we've got x to solve for. Okay, so we're going to get our x's on one side, and I'm just left with x equals 5. So that was an easy one-step equation. Okay, step number 4, it says plug in answer to one equation and solve. Now, it doesn't matter which one you plug it into. Usually I've just kind of pick one at random, or I look at one and see which one has the smallest numbers, because that's going to be easier to solve, okay? So let's just go ahead and solve it, plug it into the first one. So we've got y equals 2 times 5, so y equals 10. Okay, so I have both of my variables, and then this is probably one of the most important things, is you can't just keep this as your answer. You need to write your answer as an ordered pair. So we've got 5, 10, and that's our answer. Okay, because remember, this is where these two equations intersect on a graph, and that's an ordered pair. So that's kind of one of the reasons why we need to write it as an ordered pair. All right, for our next one. All right, let's see. This one we've got solve one equation for one variable. Check, it's already done for us. Okay, so see how all of this x minus 4 equals y? Well, we're going to plug that into our first equation for y. Okay, the whole purpose of this is to get down to one variable. Okay, so if somehow you plug it in and you still have 2 different variables, we did something wrong. Okay, so we're going to substitute this in. Now instead of saying plus y, I'm going to say plus x minus 4. Okay, you might want to put that in parentheses. Okay, but since this is just positive, it doesn't matter. If this was negative, we would have to distribute that subtraction sign. Okay, so now let's just go ahead and combine like terms. Our x's combined to get 3x, and all we have is minus 4 equaling 5. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve. 3x equals 9. Okay, I added that 4 over to both sides. And after I divide by 3, I get x equals 3. Okay, now plugging that into one of my equations. Now here's where you can kind of pick and choose which equation you want to plug in. To me, this second equation looks a lot easier than the first one, so I'm going to use that. So I've got y equals 3 minus 4, so y equals negative 1. Okay, and remember, write your answer as an ordered pair. 3 comma negative 1. Okay, on number 3, neither of one of these equations are solved for one variable. Okay, we could easily make that. We'd have to change it around a little bit. So let's just go ahead and we're going to change this second equation. Okay, so let's change it up. Let's make it equal to x. So in order to do that, we need to subtract our y. So I've got x equals 3 minus y. All right, now since all of this equals x, I'm going to plug that in for x in my first equation. Okay, so I've got 3 minus y plus 4y equals 6. Okay, go ahead and combine like terms. 3 plus 3y equals 6. And after I subtract my 3, 3y equals 3 and y equals 1. All right, so now we need to solve for x. I think the bottom equation looks a little bit easier than the top one. But if you want to do the top, then absolutely, we should get the same answer. If you don't, go back and check your math again, okay? So here I've got x plus 1 equals 3 and x equals 2. But I'm not done yet. Remember, write your answer as an ordered pair. All right. Our very last example, I've already got my x equal to my x is alone. So I'm going to plug all of this, that negative 3y minus 5, in for my x. Okay, and this is where, again, it's really important to make sure you put parentheses. Okay, so I've got 3 times negative 3y minus 5 minus 2y, and that's equal to 7. Okay, so then we're going to have to go ahead and distribute. Okay, remember when we multiply through? So we've got negative 9y minus 15, and then minus 2y equals 7. All right, so I've got negative 11y minus 15 equals 7. Okay, so negative 11y equals 22. And after I divide by negative 11, y is equal to negative 2. All right, plugging that in, I'm going to plug it into my first equation. Okay, to me that seems a little easier because there's just less steps I'd have to do. So negative 3 times negative 2 minus 5, all of that equals y. Put that in front. Okay, so this would be y equals 6 minus 5, y equals 1. Okay, oh, I'm so sorry. This is x. We've already solved for y. That's why it's important to check your work. There we go. Okay, so now we can write our answers in ordered pair. 1, negative 2. All right. Okay, so just remember, follow these steps every time that you're solving by substitution, and you should be able to solve it with a lot of ease.